And listen, I'm not gonna lie and say that I'm not nervous because I have no idea what y'all about to ask me. Yeah. What's up, beautiful humans? It's your girl Amber, and today we're gonna do something that I haven't done by myself in a really long time, and that's a Q&A. Now, before I get into the questions, I do want to acknowledge that even though it's the end of the month, it is Mental Health Awareness Month, and it's really important for us to acknowledge that because a lot of people don't realize that mental health struggles have skyrocketed since COVID-19. And we need to do our part in spreading knowledge on how to seek help and take action for our mental health. Now, just to put it in context for you guys, 1 in 5 Americans are actually living with a mental health condition. And right now in America, symptoms of depression are 3 times higher than before the pandemic, and they're calling it another epidemic. But listen, I just wanted to put that out there so that we acknowledge and we check on our friends and we do all the things that we need to do for ourselves because it's really important. So I asked a bunch of y'all to give me some questions on my Insta story. If you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure y'all do that. So let's jump into it because I want to get to as many as possible. Would you consider having a threesome with a stud and a femme if you were in a relationship? Pretty much you're asking me if I would have a threesome with a stud involved. Listen, I wouldn't say that would be my go-to, like a choice that I would probably make, only because sometimes people are trying to battle over who's in control and who's the top. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you might get a little upset if you see another masculine person pleasing your girl. That might be something that I might avoid. Now, I talked to y'all about having threesomes and being in a threesome relationship, but that is something that I haven't tried, but it's not really on my radar right now. But I'm not gonna say no because there are some masculine women that are fine. I'm just gonna say that. Do you prefer strap or fingers? And why do you prefer what you prefer? Listen, I am a pleaser, so I'm down with whatever. My go-to is what I got right here because I don't have to break the mood and go in a symbol and do all that, you know what I'm saying? And plus I can reach a lot of places with this right here, you know what I mean? As a pleaser, I am down for all the things. Strapping is a lot of fun, you feel me? So whatever my partner's into, I'm into. I can't even believe how many questions are in here about bisexual girls. Would you date a bisexual girl? Why do lesbians not like bisexual girls? One person even said, I've been in a relationship for 6 years with a bisexual person and I'm still insecure. And bi-curious girl, would you casually date a bi-curious girl or is that a hell no from you? Listen, all these are hilarious to me because this is a real subject for lesbians. Like lesbians are literally frightened and terrified of bisexual girls. And listen, let me tell you guys why. First of all, bisexuals, I rep for y'all. I have your back. I understand you more than most. A lot of people see y'all as selfish because you won't pick a side or whatever. And I just see y'all as being people of the earth. I can't do the back and forth, but I understand. But I also understand why lesbians are scared of y'all. And listen, it's something about the back and forth from a male to female that has a lot of women, especially masculine women, feeling some type of way. Because no person wants to be with someone and have that insecurity in the back of their mind that will I ever fulfill them? Are they gonna crave the D? Will they eventually go back to that real D? Like these are some real issues that float around in people's minds. But I think we're wrong. I'm gonna be honest. Like if we had open communication and talk to our partner and make sure that they feel fulfilled and they're happy with us, then that's all that we should worry about. I'm not worried about nobody else because I know what I'm bringing to the table and I feel good about that. And I wish most of us lesbians had that mindset so we weren't worried about them going back to the D because we got all of that right here. And be a good partner with all that you're bringing to the table. And I'm not just talking about sex. I'm talking about communication and emotionally intelligent, passionate, loving, all of that extra shit because that's what we got one up on. Plus the sizes of the D. We can literally be as flexible as possible. Can I get a gay man? What zodiac signs do you refuse to mess with? This is hilarious. And somebody asked me right after that, would I date a Gemini? I am currently dating a Gemini. That is interesting. I think because I'm a Virgo and I'm flexible, it's working out. I'm gonna say this before I talk about some certain signs. No matter what sign it is, if it's an immature person, it's a bad sign. Okay, let's be real. And I can go down the list right now. Capricorns, y'all can't stop lying for some reason. Aquarius, you're full of yourself. So are Leos. Pisces, you're stubborn. Taurus is way too stubborn and won't let stuff go from 18 years ago, so you're always gonna think of me as the same person no matter what I do. Libras, y'all are fun, but you're full of yourselves and very selfish, let's be real. I've tried an Aries, it didn't work. Sagittarius are crazy. Scorpios, I vibe with y'all because I'm a Scorpio moon, but other than that, y'all pretty crazy. Cancers are too sweet. I'm emotional, but y'all are too emotional. So that answers that. What's your biggest insecurity? Ooh, this is a deep one. I don't know why. I can see the future a little bit and like know that I have things to offer, but since I can't picture it a lot, sometimes I get scared on what the future looks like with me and somebody else. Am I gonna be cute? Am I gonna have it together? Are we gonna buy a house? I say that's my biggest insecurity because with my job, it is inconsistent sometimes. So I wanna make sure that I provide like something solid and secure for my person. How old are you? Mind your business. What is the hardest drug you ever had? Listen, I am so scared of all things that don't come from the earth. I don't take medication and stuff unless I'm on my period. I usually do natural, holistic things. So therefore, I have only tried the two things that I can think of off top that have come from the earth, and that is weed, and I attempted mushrooms, and I didn't do well at that either. So honestly, I'm so scared of all things. I don't judge anybody because all my friends have tried different things, and I've been around people that have done different things. Matter of fact, this is LA. Like, you can be at a party and I'm literally at a party, shoom, 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 dodging drugs like that. It's just not for me. I think it's a Virgo thing. I'm really scared of being out of control of myself, and I don't ever want to embarrass myself or have other people think like, oh, that's how Amber acts. I don't know. It might be weird, but that's like a big reasoning on why I won't try drugs. But like I said, do you, boo? There's a lot of these on asking me what my type is. First of all, there's another thing in here that says, are you open to women, all shapes, sizes, cultures, backgrounds? Absolutely. If you look at my rap sheet, it's all over the place. I love women. But when it comes down to a type, that there is going to be a certain type of woman that I'm going to vibe with. Somebody that knows exactly who she is, confident in who she is, literally has her own thing going, fun and outgoing, adventurous, passionate, cares about other humans, open-minded, but more so, I want a woman that wants me and doesn't need me. You feel me? What are your plans in life if the internet world crashes? Yo, I think about this all the time on some like Black Mirror type and in the reality version of that, like I'm always trying to work on some other business stuff so I have some backup plans. Otherwise, you know what I'm saying? I'm always thinking about how I will probably do something to help the communities in any way, shape, or possible. So whether that be running for city council or running a grassroots organization or providing space in some way for people to feel safe or have resources, I'll definitely be out here doing that in some way, shape, or form. What is one toxic trait of yours that you had to abandon? Damn. I mean, that's deep. You know what? I'm gonna say one of my toxic traits are not being able to see the full picture always. That's something that I developed more and more and more as I got older. I really thought my world was crashing down years ago with my ex and what we were going through because I was unable to step out of my own emotions and see the full picture and see how certain things hurt her and affected her. And it really took my heart being shattered for the first time to be able to see that. That's one thing I'll have to say, Virgos, I love y'all, but we can make us some victims sometimes. Lord Jesus, because we're usually right. I mean, that's right. That is correct. If we just think that about all scenarios, we're going to find some way to make it about us. And that would be something that maybe I used to do. And I definitely am so opposite of that. So I'm going to say that. What is the biggest misconception about you? Yo, that I have it all together and that I'm perfect. And that's just not true, y'all. I mean, my is all over the place at all times. When people ask me like, oh, how are you? How you been? I'm like, I'm cool. I'm finding balance. Like, that's literally my reply all the time because I'm constantly trying to find a balance. I mean, it's like my life goes like this at all times and I'm constantly trying to like level it out, and find balance. So I'm not perfect, y'all. What is important for you in a relationship? Communication, being loyal, being able to feel love, and being able to give it in the way that feels good for me. Yeah, I'm saying sex is good too. So like, yeah, some good sexual relations. And yeah, those are important. What is something you desire most in life? I would like to have like either some type of decision-making power or be financially blessed to really help people in the ways that I want to, so that I can be able to make a real positive impact on my communities. Because I have a lot of things in my mind and ideas that I would like to do, and it bothers me that they're not already being done. I would really love to do that one day. Have you ever slept with a woman that has never had sex with another woman? Yes, I have. I've been a couple people's first. It's not something that I go after because for some reason people thought that because it was like back to back some straight people, but also I haven't really had bad experiences with that either. Like, people learn really quickly and it becomes great, where it's all about the chemistry and vibe. So I'm never really like worried about, oh, like I'm being fetishized. It happens and I'm making the best of it. What are the psychological repercussions of having casual sex with random people? Listen, I am not a psychologist. This could be detrimental to some people. Like for me, I know it wouldn't work out, and that's why I haven't been a person to have one night stands or have casual sex. Honestly, like I look at people that are able to do that and I'm like, yo, that's tight. Because for me, what I see is freedom, openness to themselves and openness to their sexuality. And I feel like that is so fire. And it's very opposite of me. So I admire it. I think it's really cool to be able to explore different parts of yourself. Because believe me, I tried and I'm just not capable. But also, I'm a big believer in energy being tied to sex. So I don't want to share my energy with someone that doesn't deserve it. And I don't want an energy sucker coming in, stealing all my happiness and my pleasure and my passion. This ain't for you. What is your favorite food? Now, y'all know I'm a foodie. I love anything seafood. I love anything pasta, but I also like a lot of different cultures of food. Like, I'm eating pho all the time. I love Filipino food. I just love trying things that I haven't tried before. Anything seafood or pasta related, and I am happy. There's a lot of questions in here asking me, like, when was my first time with a girl? When did I know for sure? I think I was 17 when we first had our sexual relations, and I knew for sure that I liked only women after my last boyfriend, freshman year of college, and I was 19. Because he was fine, y'all, and he was so perfect and great, and I was like, yo, if I don't want to have sex with this dude, I definitely don't want to have sex with dudes. What I realized with that girlfriend at 16, 17, whatever age that was, is that I was very comfortable and interested in the sexual part of it very quickly. Like, I had boyfriends for years that I loved, and every time it got to that moment where we're alone or we're having those talks or whatever, I literally wanted to hit that like abort button in like fast cars or jets where I can just shoot out that bitch and be out. And I think that's when I should have known very early on that I'm not comfortable with men and I do not see men in a sexual way. So I should have been known, y'all. What's up with this BET show that I see you on? Yo, listen, I want to do a reaction video when that drops because honestly, I haven't even seen the final cut of it. I just found out the other day that it was going to be on BET streaming service, which I'm really excited about. But I have some things to say about being on that set and how it was. I have a whole vlog of it. It comes out on BET on June 3rd and it's called A Love Tale. So y'all keep your eye out for it. What gives you the most energy? Mentally, emotionally, or physically? I love having good quality time with my friends that literally feed my soul. You have to have friends around you that give and share energy and not just take from you. And one thing that I've really learned the last couple years is how to really do me time right, where I'm fulfilling myself, like I'm filling up that cup. And for my mental, I learned how to just take breaks, clear my mind, or I love having that friend to talk to, but I started learning to keep more stuff to myself and not go rant about everything and just talk to one friend about something good and then to talk about everything else to a therapist. And Lord, that feels pretty good, y'all. Because you can't just keep running to your friends and making them be your therapist. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't deserve all that mess. Plus, if you tell them one thing and then you do the other, like, now they're mad at you and stuff. I just want to avoid that from now on. There's a lot of questions in here asking me if I would date someone that's not known to social media or someone that's not in entertainment or someone that's not a YouTuber. Absolutely, y'all. Like, if there is one thing that I learned from my old relationships, is to keep a little bit of it to myself. I've been dating, right? And And not a lot of people are even into this social influencing world. Like, I even dated a girl that didn't even have an Instagram. Like, that shit was crazy, right? Because then how do I explain what I do? I think that maybe people see that because people be talking, and also I do live in LA where a lot of people are in the entertainment realm in some way, shape, or form. I honestly find it attractive when someone just doesn't want to be a part of my social media at all, because honestly that makes me want to be like, you gonna be on my social media. If you were to die tomorrow, what was the last thing that you're doing? I think I'm gonna try to spend some quality time with people that I care about and allowing them to know how I feel about them. I think I'll try to write a little manifesto and leave some behind. I'll try to eat some good ass food and have some good ass sex and lay by the beach until it's time to go. Now, I know that question is really dark, but I want to hear from y'all. How would you answer that question? Leave it in the comments below. What is something that you would tell your adolescent self about life? Stop caring about what other people think about you, boo. Do you get your ass out of the motherfucking closet and embrace who the fuck you are and get out here and be representation. None of these people pay your bills. They don't lay next to you. They don't make your life choices for you. Why are you tripping off what they think? First of all, you're gonna move away and not even be around them in the first place. So who cares? Do you? And I wanna say that to everybody else, all the youngins out here. That was the hardest thing for me, and that's why it took me so long to come out, because I was so worried about letting other people down that I let myself down for years. Like, don't do that at all. What do you think has been the greatest achievement in your life thus far? Obviously, it's my platform. Like, I feel so blessed to be a voice, just one voice in this crowd of voices, to represent communities and be able to speak up and have people listen. Like, wow. Honestly, I take moments to feel honored and just have gratitude about that all the time. It could be anybody. I hope that when people like hear that they know that I am truly honored and humbled to be somebody that you listen to or look up to or feel represented by. I am truly honored by that. And I would have to say, like, graduating with my degrees and getting to the point now where like I am on the board of some of the biggest human rights organizations, or that I've been an award-winning activist or been in rooms with people I looked up to and them tell me how I'm inspired them. Like, also to be around such amazing people and have so many friends that inspire me and motivate me, that I love and care about, and they love and care about me back. What else is life other than that, you know? Since you're a Virgo, do you consider yourself high maintenance or no? Yo, I talk about this all the time. Like, low key, hell yeah. But then high key, not really. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm a Virgo, so I'm very nitpicky, but I always label myself as country bougie. Like, I do have a very country side of me that I got from my dad, which is like laid back and I'm down for whatever. I'll eat whatever, I'll go whatever, I'll do all the things. Like, I'm into all the adventures. And then there is that bougie side of me. I'm like, but is it clean? You know what I'm saying? A balance. Didn't we talk about balance earlier? Balance. Yo, this one's good. How can us Fems express that we are interested since y'all can't tell? Help a girl out. Hello? Y'all help us out. Y'all get together in a little group thing or whatever and create a little forum and be like, y'all girls, we gotta come up with a signal, whether it's like this, like I don't know, laser eyes, wink at us, I don't know, come up with something cuckoo. Like, y'all gotta come up with something though, because we struggle out here. Unless y'all make it obvious or come up to me or shoot me a little signal, have your friend come say something, whatever it takes. Can you just let me know any type of signal at all? And I know I speak for a lot of us back here. Hey bros, y'all back here? All the studs, stems, masculine, boys, you know what I'm saying, non-binary, we all back here like, yeah. Do something for us, please. A habit that you picked up during COVID that you think others would benefit from. Protecting my energy. Protect the energy. It's hard out here in these streets. For some reason, this year was good for a lot of people, but then it was not good for a lot of people. And they like to just let everybody know. Is it wrong that I choose not to do oral anymore because she hasn't reciprocated? Nope. Like I said before, don't be a lazy, selfish lover. That is not cute. If you want to be pleased, I gotta be pleased too. And we gotta have this conversation together on how that is possible and how we can do better at pleasing each other. And if that's not the case, like, I'm up out of here. I'm packing these bags, because what one person won't do, somebody will. Okay. A lot of people are asking me if I want kids because they see me with my friends' kids all the time. Absolutely. I would love to find a partner and share that experience with, but if it's not something I'm supposed to be blessed with, I am also happy to give my love to all the other babies around and be that auntie, that uncle mixed together, that spoils them and gives them everything. And also I think of all of y'all youngins as my kids because I'm the big bro sis, you know what I'm saying? I would love to experience that. I think it would be amazing. Okay, you guys, I think I answered enough questions, you feel me? But if you have any more questions, make sure you guys put it in the comments below of this video and I'll make sure to try to put it in the next video. I love y'all so much. Stay amazing, stay proud, and stay woke. Peace.